every parcel that includes our business property and just not land and buildings receives a notice. They go out by usually the first part of July. And this notice starts the clock ticking for an appeal. And on the notice, it will have the name, who the owner was, where the property is located, and then down here, again, it's got the what year it's for. We try to change the color every year so that we're on the phone with someone. We can say, what color is on the top? And they'll say, oh, it's a blue. We'll say, okay, that's this year's. And which tax rate area they're in, because the tax rate area, there's over 200 of them in the county. And that makes a big difference because of the things that are added on when you get their tax bill. And then what the base date was, that's when the Prop 13 value was set. And then with the date the notification went out. And the reason these are important is, again, because we send out these notices, the last day that they can file an official appeal is September 15th. So when people get these, they shouldn't throw them in a drawer or put them in a to look at later file because the clock starts ticking. And so then the land, it'll have what the base year value is. So this would be the base year when it was set, and then what is taxable. Now, there could be a difference because if they're under like a decline in value, their taxable value could be less than what their base date is. But the base date is the one that's written in stone, set by when they purchased, when there was a change of ownership. And then it has the improvement value, total value, and then there's any exemptions come after that. This one has a homeowner's exemption. There could be welfare exemptions, religious exemptions, church exemptions, veterans exemptions. There's a lot of different exemptions that are available. So then the net taxable value then, obviously the bottom line is what their taxes would be based on. So then the tax rate is 1% of that. Plus, get the word out there, because we definitely look. We have to assess hundreds of thousands of properties, and we have a short time to do it because it's from January 1 to June 30th. So we're not perfect. We're all human, and so that's why I allow a review all the way up to the end of the year, and then the appeals are until September 15th, because we may not have information. For instance, we may not have been able to get out and see the house, or we may not have been able to get in the house, and the house may have a huge amount of deferred maintenance. And so we wouldn't know that. Mm-hmm. And then so the landowners come and say, hey, this place was trashed when I got it. And then we talk it over, we look at it, and then we could lower the value. It's very important when you buy a property, because once the base date is set, you can't change it.